Hi guys, my name is Easy. This is a 3D printer and you're here to learn how to use a 3D printer. Let's get to it. Alright guys, welcome back. So in this episode of 3D printing, in order for you to 3D print your article, you need to follow a few steps in the 3D printing workflow. First of which is to get a 3D model. Get the 3D model saved as a STL file, get the STL file converted into G-code, and finally using that G-code to print on your 3D printer. Now, it also depends on what kind of materials you use. With the G-code, you need to specify the correct parameters on the 3D printer so that you can get your 3D articles printed perfectly. It's a bit tricky because it's only through trial and error that you understand what kind of parameter works for you, alright? But that's the easiest step, which is to download all this STL file or this 3D models from the net. So what kind of place you should go is like Thingiverse, Cults 3D, Pinshape, and also 3D exports. I can give you the links down below. Okay, getting your 3D models from these websites will also you will get a description of what kind of parameters you should use to print the designs well. So it kind of remove the ambiguity on how to print the files perfectly. But if you cannot find a design that's suitable for you, that means you have to design your own 3D model. So when you design your 3D model, one of the platforms you can use or a simple platform that you can use is TinkerCAD. So here we are at TinkerCAD.com. So for those of you who are not familiar with this website, I suggest you go to this website and check it out. What's all about. Basically, it's a platform, a free platform for you to use to design your 3D models. On top of it, it has a database of user design files that you can import and use for your own 3D modeling projects. Alright, this platform can as well import STL files from outside sources, but it will import STL files from outside sources as is, meaning you cannot edit it further, but you can add additions to that file. Alright, additions of any design improvements that you think you see fit for that file. Alright, so I suggest you sign in, or for those of you who have not signed up, should join and sign up for this website. For me, I do have. Alright, so this is my account. In my account, there are a few files as you can see here, but if you wish to create a new 3D model, you create on the top left hand side, create new design. Let's create a new design. So this is the platform that you can see. On your mouse, you can press the center button. It will shift the work plane, keeping in mind that it's locking on to the perspective that you are at, but you are just moving the work plane according to your mouse motion by holding on the middle scroll wheel button. Now if you wish to pan your perspective, hold the left button and you can shift your work plane to any perspective that you like. You can also change your perspective by clicking on the top left hand side box according to the perspective that you would like to see it from. So this is the top right corner. You can go from the front, flat front, and you can go from the top, left, back, and right. So we are going to go back to our home view. This is the home view. Right, if you want to fit everything of the article in your sites, you click on F to fit all in view. And if you wish to zoom in, click on the plus, and zoom out minus and lastly switch to flat view. Alright, orthographic view. But we're gonna use a conventional perspective view. Okay, so today we are gonna make a bookmark. Alright, so as a bookmark, what kind of shapes do you think we should start off first? For me, my bookmark is gonna be flat, so I'm gonna start with a box. Put it on the work plane. Alright, it's gonna be red in color. Doesn't matter, because the color doesn't determine what's your article gonna be like. It depends on the color of the material that you are using on the 3D printer. So you click on the box, click out the ruler, and click back on the box. It will show you the dimensions of the box. So all of these are in mm. Please take note, mine is set as mm. You can edit the grid to different units. It can be inches, bricks, but for me, I am using millimeters, so all this in mm. As you can see here, let's zoom in. Here is the dimensions of the block. Alright, so here's height is 20 mm. I'm gonna put it at 3, and then the height would be about 30, or maybe I can extend it more, 50. And as you can see here, right, this is quite a thick bookmark, so I'm gonna put it 2. So it's gonna be a bit much more thinner as compared to the one before. So here on the basic shapes, there are so many shapes that you can use. I'm gonna take the round roof. Alright, now with the round roof, I am gonna change my perspective and rotate my perspective. I'm gonna hold on to the shift key, and I'm gonna click on the arrow here, this arrow. As you can see here, this is the arrow that you want to rotate your shape. So you hold on the shift key, you will shift to as 45 blocks. Now if I only can get this thing to shift. Okay, so now hold on to shift, and there you go. So you're gonna rotate the round roof so that the flat side is on flush with the work plane. Now as you can see, it's a bit too thick, so you got to match the thickness according to the block that you had before. So I'm going to click 2, so it's flat right now, and I am going to shift the round roof closer to the rectangle, and you can see it's a very nice rectangle and semicircle edge. So what's next? I can click on a work plane and set a temporary new work plane. Okay, sorry. And click on text. Now I am gonna rotate again the text so that the alignment is aligned with the bookmark's orientation. So this text is too big. Obviously it's too big, so you're gonna click on the text handle spots here. I think this is the text, and hold on shift. It will adjust the size of the text without skewing the shape. So hold on shift and enlarge or shrink the text according to the size that you prefer. And then you look at the size. The height is 3, which I don't think is too good. It's supposed to be a bookmark, so I'm just gonna put it 1 mm thick. And text, I should put it as EZ. Alright, so what's next? You want to make sure that the text and the rectangular block is aligned, so you just select click and drag both items, and then you click on the align tool or hotkey L, and then you just make sure that it is aligned by clicking on, again, let's go through it again. Highlight both items, the text and the block, and click on the align tool on the top right, and click on the, you see this black spots or black circles, those are alignment handles. If I click on this black handle, it will align much more to the top, center and bottom. So I think the one that's safe would be much at the center. So now you have a much better looking article here. So you click on work plane and click on anywhere on the map. It will remove the temporary work plane out from your view. Okay, so this is it. Now it's still not done. All you need to do left is to click and drag every items, and you click on group, and once you group, this item is merged as into one. So you can see here it's a bookmark with my name tag easy. Now I feel it's still not complete yet, so I'm gonna add a cylinder, and it's too big, isn't it? So I'm gonna shift and shrink the hole, this cylinder, right? And I'm gonna shrink it even further down to, let's say 5 mm, 5 by 5. Okay, so I'm gonna remove, and I'm gonna align these two shapes, align, make it center. So from here I am going to generate a hole. So how do I generate a hole on the item? Is I'm going to click both items and group again. As you can see, there's a hole. Alright, so this is a simple exercise. Let's go back to home view, and this is the item as a whole object. Alright, so with this, you click on export and STL, and it will save as an STL file on your download folder in your computer. Alright, so what's next? I'm going to show you how to edit the properties of your project. If you do not like the name of this particular project that you have, just click on this gear icon, click on properties, and you can adjust the design name that you see fit for your project. I'll name it Bookmark 1. Under this, the design description, give it a description that best suits what you think your project is about. Give it a good tag so people who wish to search on a certain item may find your project in, and you get a good follow. You can either edit it as a private or public, and save. Alright, so now we have learned how to edit your own 3D model, change the property of your 3D model. Now if you wish to search for existing designs from the community, go to your main screen that you see right now and click on this magnifying glass icon that's on the top right near your profile image. So click on that magnifying glass and enter a keyword. I would like to enter Pokemon and see what are the options. So you can see here, these are some of the designs in the community that is public and openly available for you to tinker as well. So you can see here there's a Snorm Pokemon, some of the Pokemons, Eevee and Charizard. You can click on show more designs. so you can see what other designs that is existing out there in the community. So if you would like to tinker any of the designs, all you need to do is just, for this example with Blastoise Pokemon, I click on it. So just click on download and STL. So it will download onto your hard disk. What you're gonna do is that you go back to your main page, click on create new design, and click on import. So you just need to click and drag your file onto this import 3D shape and import. So I have imported the file, and this is how it looks like. Alright, you can do that for other files as well. So now you have learned how to design your 3D models using TinkerCAD. These are some examples of the 3D printed items that I have. The colors is not dependent on the design that you have, but the color of the filaments that you use on your 3D printer. Okay. On our next episode, we'll learn how to convert the STL file to G-code. Leave your comments and suggestions down below. Like and subscribe on my channel. Thank you. Bye.